In the midst of this depression and darkness, I began to get headaches, probably too much Diet Coke, no sleep, and of course fighting with all my might to place a plastic smile on me and be all put together when I was totally broken. I had only taken the pain medication for a few days after getting home from the hospital, but one day I had the worst headache and took one of those pills I had from delivery for the headache, and without any reserve, I will tell you, I felt completely free from the darkness and the negative emotion I had bottled up for those few weeks. The bliss I felt was unreal. I cleaned my house, showered, and got ready. I made dinner and even went for a really long walk outside in February. It was a warm one that year for Utah. After a few hours, the medication wore off and I felt the world close back in and it was dark again. To say I was hooked after that first pill wouldn't be totally true because it was hit and miss the days I would take mind-altering substances. But I can tell you that I for sure craved to feel that normalcy in my life again. After taking pills on and off for a few months, I owned up to my husband and told him I thought I was depressed. I am going to be honest here. It wasn't 100% me that came up with that decision to allow him to help me. There are several people with good intentions who were giving me subtle hints they knew something was up, and a few people mentioning to my husband that something was wrong. Well, as good as intentions as they were, I wasn't willing to be fully upfront yet. Important thing to note as you help an addict, you truly have no way of helping them until they take the first step. Never did I feel unloved or unwanted, but I did feel like there was a slight condition of that love. So my advice is hate the behavior, please don't ever hate the addict. I'm going to fast forward a hair because basically it was a mix of getting on and off antidepressants, saying, screw that, it takes too long to work, and turning back to mind-altering pills. I was going to the doctor a lot and coming up with all sorts of reasons why I would need something mind-altering. Several months later, after stealing pills from loved ones and getting cut off by doctors, my husband and I had the conversation that maybe I was an addict. Ha 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 ha! That was my honest thought, along with, well, no duh I am, but there's no way in hell I will ever tell you I am. Plus, I kinda still don't think I am. If you have ever heard the first step of any recovery program, it is, we admitted we were powerless to overcome our addictions and our lives have become unmanageable. It is the first step because once you truly believe you are an addict, that is when the magic and miracles start to happen. That was the reason for my advice about helping an addict until they 100% admit they cannot stop using drugs, drinking alcohol, viewing pornography, craving sex in an unhealthy way, overeating, gambling, smoking, and so much more. Whatever the addiction, if you cannot just stop and never even think about wanting to do it again, then you are probably an addict. But that is why step 1 is so vital to recovery, because it is all set up to the addict. Once you are honest with yourselves, then others can help you. But more importantly, God can help you, because this is about the time we hit our knees in full desperation and prayer, and the pain of using has become greater than any pain recovery will bring.